Alright, third time's the fucking charm because every time I try to record this, either my microphone fucked up or something else happened. Talking about Season of the Lost, we're in week 4, I believe. So the general overview, I guess, is I like the story, although I think it's kind of annoying where it's not the protagonist. The activities aren't that bad, but again, you're kind of forced to do them a lot for, again, this exotic quest and some other stuff. So they kind of get really annoying to do after a while. And the loot's pretty good, and there's some other things, but that's the general like TLDR. It's not a bad season. It's not like Season of the Worthy. Um, but again, if this is like, oh, is this my chance to come back and go hard in Destiny? Not really, because again, with every season you have like a seasonal storyline, which is all the content for that week, which can be done in like 30 minutes to an hour. And that's not if you're going like, and I'm not talking about, oh, I'm going super hard on making my loadout optimal. It's like what you do, like every season, or I guess for this season, is you talk to this. It tells you to go do this Astral Alignment thing. Once you do that, you go over here to Shattered Realm and the Helm. That rhymed. And then you're done for the week. That is it. The only other thing you have to do so far was the Agar Scepter exotic quest that's been time gated for 4 weeks, which is just collect some Atlas SKUs and certain locations in Dreaming City, and that's it. So again, if you're trying to grind hard in Destiny, unless you're a PvP player, or you're a PvE player primarily, no. There are some good weapons that you might want to get your hands on, which we'll talk about. I think all weapons so far have been really cool. Again, I don't really like the fusion rifle change to the high impact. They feel really annoying to use. Like just rapid fire seem like the way to go. But we have a bow, a hand cannon, a sniper, or I mean a shotgun, a grenade launcher, and a auto rifle and fusion rifle. I like they brought back shoot to loot, so they brought back some perks. Harmony's kind of like Master Arms, and they made some new perks like Headstone and Adagio, which I like a lot. Which now I know it's not a good perk, but I like it. So yeah, these weapons are actually pretty good. They have some cool lore and they look neat and they sound neat. That's like really nice. Like yeah, that's the bow. That's the auto rifle. Is this the one with Headstone? No, it is not. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, the loot's not that bad. In terms of seasonal story, it's really annoying. Again, it's where it's not protagonist, because story so far is Savathun's trapped in a crystal. We need to remove her worm, and we need to get the Techians to do it. And then we'll probably kill her after that. All right, obviously that's definitely gonna go to plan. Nothing bad is ever gonna happen. Uh, Also, was revealed, shocked that Cyrus is actually Savathun. Who could have seen that one coming? I didn't. I guess if you really weren't, if you somehow avoid the leaks or didn't really notice it, it is kind of a nice to go back through the older seasonal dialogues, like Season of the Hunt through Season of the Loss. I mean, Season of the Splicer, to hear some of that dialogue and be like, oh, that's Savathun speaking, like that. Like for instance, I knew like the moment I heard that line about logic and shit in the press mission, I'm like, oh yeah, that's definitely not that's Savathun. Um, so I mean, that's a little neat little touch. But yeah, this is Savathun stuck in a crystal shit. Alright, anyways. So yeah, you do your little seasonal stuff. You talk to Savathun, and then that's it. Um. Oh, no, I'm sorry, the story. So then, like, so now the story beat right now is that Crow is trying to find out who the hell he is, because obviously Mara, like, you know, gets really familiar with him. Petra hates his soul, understandably so. And then like he's trying to figure out what the fuck, like, why is everyone acting so weird? And I think everyone kind of knows where this is gonna go. Where since we can't say shit, since our character is physically unable to speak for some reason, and we can't tell him, it's gonna Savathun. He's probably gonna sneak into the here and talk to Savathun, and Savathun for once might actually tell like a truth or something, tell him what would happen. That's gonna fuck him up, and then it's like, oh, I guess Savathun's the only one I can trust. The literally the goddess of lies and deceit. But whatever. And that somehow leads into Witch Queen. Another big gripe I have with the seasonal story that isn't even the story. This story is the Witch Queen story. Is I don't know why Bungie revealed the Witch Queen story so early on, before, like, literally before the season even started, because it kind of ruins the plot. Not necessarily. It's like, I guess it's like a little interesting twist, because you know how it ends, but you're just trying to figure out how you get there. Like, games like that can do well, like Halo Reach, but then again, that's an entire game, not just a 6-month expansion with weekly things sprinkled here and there. But yeah, it kind of loses kind of like the awe or the shock value, like with Shadowkeep. I got Shadowkeep really late, and I didn't really pay attention to any of the story, or I didn't see any spoilers. So for me, when I play that first mission, because I only saw the trailers, when I played the first mission and I walked past that like the place full of shadows on top, and then you see the pyramid ship just chilling there, and your sprint's disabled, and then you hear the thing like that was really cool. I'm like, damn, I hope they keep it up. Spoiler, they didn't. Um, I thought it'd be much cooler. Again, here's my like backseat game developer. I think it'd been really cool if they kept the Witch Queen stuff like on like hush hush until like maybe 2 months out, and then they reveal some things. They don't reveal like the big thing, right? Like just like how every major expansion goes, you just do like a generic story mission, and then you kill a knight, you keep killing him or some shit, and then you see a ghost revive him, and then the big shock is like, holy shit, that's a hive guardian, that's a hive ghost. That would have been much cooler than just knowing that there's hive guardians now. Like, I mean, that's kind of neat, but at the same time, kind of ruins this season story for me personally. I know other people don't care, but that's fine. So that's the story stuff. It's not the worst. The actual activity, Astral Alignment, it it doesn't overstay its welcome until Bungie makes it that way. Um, it's your generic 6-man activity. It does have champions in it. I believe they're unstoppable and overload. I've not seen any barriers yet. So yeah, you kill stuff, you do little mini activities. The cool thing though, which I like it over Override, it's a little bit more varied because there's 3 variations that you can do. There's the one that uses the taken essence from Last Wish to like close rifts or to kill that one boss, the Taken Ogre boss. There is the battery collection one where you're really slowed and kind of like Scourge, not Scourge of the Past. That's the machine where you have to collect the parts for the Death Zamboni, if anyone remembers that, and then you become encumbered. That's the battery part, so that's like from another raid. The Dark Ether is just basically the public event from Tangled Shore where you have to shoot the Dark Ether. And that's also used in the boss fight with the reskinned rifleman, Baron guy that heals or whatever when he takes Dark Ether and you have to shoot the clones. Like the bosses aren't bad per se. It's just we've only had the 2 for the last 4 weeks. I mean, obviously they're on a weekly rotation. You can't fight. It's not randomized per encounter. This week's only going to be the Reefbane guy, right? But in the roadmap, which I keep forgetting, like I forgot where I saw the picture. Apparently, there in November or October, no, November, there's gonna be like some Festival of Lost stuff and some other things. I believe I forgot if the Astral Alignment update's gonna come in November or is it gonna come in December? Because there was a line about that, so they're probably gonna add, another boss, maybe some other things. Because if it's like this for the next 6 months, that is rough. Like I mean, and when I mean like this, I mean like the exact same 2 bosses, and that's it. Like that's gonna be really rough. Um, but yeah, so the way it's gonna work is next month's gonna be Festival of Lost. I think November will also have some stuff in it. December will be the 30th Bungie 30th year anniversary with Galahorn, the dungeon, some other stuff. And then they did say a new 6-player activity too, I believe. And then January and February are like the 2 months of like the dry spell, like every season until Witch Queen comes out. Um, so yeah, like it's really you can really tell that they're really trying to slow the brakes on content in terms because we have 6 months now. I think 5-ish. Like for instance, the Agar Scepter. I have the quest. I already got to this part, and I'm like, I don't feel like doing this. Again, collecting Parallax Trajectory is easy. Getting Rifle Final Bolts is easy. It's just tedious. And you have to do this in Astral Alignment only. So again, you have to go back in there. And then the step after that is you still have to be in Astral Alignment, but you have to get champion kills and super kills. The good news with the champion kills that it is like a fire team, so if you just do some damage, you'll get the credit. It's not just like, oh fuck, I didn't get the final blow, so I'm fucked. I'm glad they learned a lesson on that. I don't think the super final blows is as lenient though, but it shouldn't be that bad. There's like a lot of enemies, and there's some other. I think after that, then you can do a little mission to do whatever, and you get the scepter. So for what I've seen so far is that it's not like a secret style mission like Presage or Harbinger, where there's like different pathways to explore. There's like secrets. It's just like a straightforward. You get the gun, you test it out, and then you're done. Which kind of blows because last season didn't have a seasonal exotic and this season does. That I'm like, oh, finally we can get like another Harbinger or Prestige style mission, but I guess that was too much. I don't know. So yeah, that kind of blows. And then another thing too is that to get the catalyst, you have to wait another week to get the catalyst. So, like I said, seasonal stuff is not the time to come back to grind Destiny. It is super slow to a point of pain. Again, I don't go super hard. I don't play this game like I used to, and all it takes is for me at most an hour to finish my seasonal, the main shit, right? The seasonal quest line and the whatever. The stuff that took me like 30 minutes just to find the SKUs, you know. And then there's guides for them too if you don't know where they are. So, and that stuff takes like at most you're gonna play like maybe 2 hours of Destiny, and that's it. Um, so yeah, that really blows. I'm just so annoyed with this model, but that's how it is. In terms of just other stuff, I guess we could talk about is the revamped trials. I'll actually make a separate thing on trials because actually I'll actually put relevant gameplay footage. But TLDR it's like Gambit, where I hate Gambit, I despise Gambit. But if the loot's good, I'll go in the Gambit. Just like with trials, I don't like trials, I hate Crucible. But if the loot's good, so I'll go in the trials. And it's like a loss isn't as an is not punishing anymore unless you're going for flawless. It's not punishing. You can actually get loot without winning. Because it used to be you only get loot on every fifth and seventh win, and then flawless. Now it doesn't matter as long as you just play the game. You can get loot by ranking up and focusing engrams. I think that's really neat. Um, and yeah, I'll go more in depth in that one video that I'll probably make. Not really, but yeah. Charles, this is not bad. So, PvPers rejoice. You actually, it only took them, how many years to fix this shit? But yeah, they did add some new Gambit, Crucible, and Strike weapons. I don't know about the Crucible one. I haven't seen that one. I don't know what it is. I think no, it's the auto rifle. It's the auto rifle. Yeah, it's whatever. The cool ones though, for me, is this punching out and the servant leader from Gambit. So punching out's from Vanguard, and I rapid fire Suros sidearms have been notorious for shitty fucking recoil control, like Dead Man Walking from fucking Black Army. That thing has horrendous recoil. But I found it funny that this thing completely power creeps the other one that's not Sunset, which is Fool's Remedy. Uh, so yeah, look at these two things. You notice something weird? How this has more stability, granted it's a stability masterwork, but you see that reload speed stat? My Fool's Remedy has iron grip, so that means I had to sacrifice all my reload speed to get this nice stability bar, this nice massive stability bar, right? And granted, I have alloy magazine and reload masterwork plus the rapid fire frame bonus, but still, it's like look at this thing out the gate, just out the gate. If you remove the stability masterwork, it's just has a lot of stability. And then also I have kill clip on there and high cal and moving to this is nice. This is nice. Sidearms are good. I know people like to use shotguns to handgun, but sidearms aren't that bad either. Um, but yeah, like this is really nice. Oh, I don't know if I already flexed on this thing, man, because I might have done it at the beginning of the video. Anyways, here's my second flex. If it is, sorry, but fuck it. I was not farming for this. I did not go out of my way to get this. I decrypted a random ass umbral and boom. Literally the god roll. You can argue on Adagio. No, this is the best possible roll. Maybe you could argue for Assault Mag, but this is probably the best possible roll for this shotgun. And I didn't even do shit. I just fucking decrypted a random umbral. See? If you see how I earned that, again, if you go out of your way to farm something, you're never gonna fucking get it. I have learned that the hard way. Which is a nice segue into Master Lost sectors, because they added some new exotics, quote unquote new. They're all returning Destiny 1 arm exotics. Some of them have been changed. So for Warlocks, or for, let's go out down the list. Hunters, Radiant Dance Machines, multiple dodges when you're near someone. Warlocks, Nothing Manacles, which is like the D1 version, tracking plus second grenade. Titans get no backup plan, which actually had a pretty nice buff. Where shotgun final blows give you melee energy, and obviously you get the force barrier on shotgun kills, so that's cool. But in terms of strength, Warlocks have the Nothing Manacles are the weakest, because it seems the tracking kind of messes with the scatter damage, like they explode them themselves early or something. Plus, the reason why Nothing Manacles are so good is because there's there's basically Feed the Void plus some other perks in the Voidwalker subclass that would make you get your grenade back instantly. Like, I've tried this with Devour, it hasn't even worked as well as it did in Destiny 1, because I just keep spamming them in Destiny 1, like Radiance. It doesn't really work like that way in Destiny 2. You could use this with Nova Warp, but why not use Controverse Hold, because you get the damage reduction, plus the random grenade energy back with Max Discipline, it's overall better. Titan, nothing really to say about, no backup plans, they're just good. Obviously, especially on Slug Shotgun, they're really good. Hunter, Radiant Dance Machines, I will die on this hill. when these first shipped out, these are probably the most broken exotics I've probably seen in a long time. And that is not exaggeration. I think this was worse than One-Eyed Mask when it first came out. And I was like, holy shit, you're full. I am a hunter man, and this was bad. The reason is why, because I guess Bungie forgot about Dynamo and Perpetuation and other perks. If you don't know, Dynamo is when you use your class ability around enemies, you get your super ability back. Perpetuation gives you your class ability back. Plus, we have new stasis armor mods like Utility Kickstart, which gives you back your which gives you back your class ability when you use it. So you could already see what happens. You kind of just spam your dodge, you get back, you get all your super energy, and then you kind of just use your super. Or if you're on stasis, you could just spam, not Winter Shroud and kind of just win. It was very, at least with One Eye Mask, if you shot the fucker, you were in trouble. With Radiant Dance Machines, you didn't have to even look. As long as the multi dodge was ready, you could just get like basically half your super and just start snowballing really hard. Even in Gambit, like the little beginning area of the enemy team, you could actually proc it in there and have basically your super by the time you drop. So yeah, those were busted. Apparently they've been nerfed. I haven't tried it out since then. I still think they're pretty good. I have you can use these. I use these with Fourth Horseman with Marksman dodge to basically empty the mag, dodge, empty the mag, dodge. Really good combo, really high DPS. It's really cool. They're not that bad. They're still pretty good. So that's there's that. Also another PSA. They have moved the Lost Sectors now. There's none on EDZ or Cosmodrome. It's still in Europa, still on the Moon, still the one on the Tangled Shore, but now there's ones in Dreaming City. All these are now Lost Sectors. They seem fairly easy. The only issue I have is the issue. I say issue. It's just the ones that can be kind of hard is the Bay of Drowned Wishes on Master because the Screebs keep respawning with the Overload Champion before you unlock the door, so that can be kind of annoying or a benefit if you blow them up early. But they're all doable. Um, Again, don't do Master Lost Sectors. I will tell you that right now. It is not worth it. On average, I can do 2 legends by the time it takes me to do one. And the legends are a lot less frustrating, a lot more lenient. I don't have to. There's some lost sectors where I don't even have to bring in a stun, anti-bear or anti whatever champion because they just do so much damage they die instantly, and I can use different weapons that I want to use. Not that way on Master, not until you reach the appropriate light level. And again, I I don't know for a fact, but again, when I first looked this up a long time ago when they first came out, supposedly the number floating around for Master Lost Sector drops are a 36% chance of an exotic, and for a legend is 26% chance. So you gotta ask yourself, would you rather have a 10% increase but take twice as long, or would you rather have two 26% chances and take half the time as a master? That's all I'm gonna say. I think you should just farm legends. They are a lot easier. Yes, it's 10% less, but you will save way more time than trying to grind out masters. Again, I tried to grind out masters to get some Icefall mantis that weren't garbage. I almost spent the entire day. I got every single exotic except for the one I wanted, and that's just bad RNG. But still, there were runs where I didn't get shit. And obviously, Legend Lost Sectors aren't perfect either. I actually have it on record. I think you can check my game history. I think I ran one of the Lost Sectors like 40 fucking times to get my Radiant Dance Machines on Legend. So it kind of blows. I wish there was a guaranteed way to get an exotic. Like, let's say if you did a Master 1 20 levels under and you solo flawless it, you get a guaranteed high stat one. I think that's not too unreasonable to ask because it's pretty much a challenge because you're under a light and you have to get solo flawless. I think that's fair. Or just up the drop chances because I don't think 36% chance is common. It was more common for me to get fucking nothing, like 1,000 glimmer, than an exotic to drop. So that's my rant on Legend Lost Sectors or whatever. Just do Legends. Don't do Masters. It's not worth it. And yeah, that's pretty much everything I wanted to say. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned this too, because again, I did this like 3 fucking times now. The way to upgrade your compass is unfortunately like Season of the Chosen, where you have to do seasonal challenges to get your rank up. Again, you still do buy the upgrades with the parallax trajectory, but unlike Splicer, you can't buy them without ranking up your gauntlet or ranking up your compass. Because with Season Splicer, you can just buy it as long as you have the decrypted data. So everyone's kind of hard capped on what their max level can be. So the last mod, Seeking Wellmaker, no one can get yet. So that kind of blows. Yeah, I think there's probably some other things I forgot. Oh, Prophecy. Again, Prophecy. I don't like Prophecy. I don't hate it. It's still a really good dungeon. I like dungeons. I just personally never liked it. Although now, but again, I have a reason to go back to now because the Trials of the Nine weapons are really good. Like this Darkest Before, probably not the again. I'm not gonna be hyperbolic because I don't really play Crucible, but it's probably one of my favorite pulse rifles. I'm more of a fan of 450s, even though I know they're bad. But I think at least the consensus that I've heard is that this is really good, and I've used it, and it feels really good. Maybe it's not the best pulse rifle in the game, but it's pretty damn good. So I recommend you get it. You get this one from the final boss, the Kel Echo. The hand cannon is actually pretty nice. I like the it reminds me of Palindrome with the recoil being very easy to control. Although it doesn't have a lot of PvP perks. You can get like I got one of Demolitionist and Adrenaline Junkie, which is pretty neat. That one drops from the first boss, the Phalanx Echo. The Long Walk is actually a really cool aggressive frame energy sniper. I don't think I have it on my Hunter, it's on my Warlock. But it can roll some good perks like Overflow, Clown Cartridge, and then the other slot you have like Snapshot and Warple. So it can be both a Crucible and a PvE sniper, which is really cool. That also comes from the first boss. The armor's still in there, if you're wondering. The armor's still in there. They just took out all the old weapons, moved them to the World Loot Pool, and then added the Trials of the Nine weapons. The Last Breath, the auto rifle, comes from the Cube Room. That's pretty nice. The sidearm, I haven't really used it a lot because I only got it once, so I don't know. But it also comes from the Cube Room. And yeah, so Prophecy actually has a reason to go back and grind it now. There's at least the weapons I'd go for. Definitely the sniper, the pulse, maybe the shotgun. It's not a slug. It's a pellet, but it can roll like some good stuff too. So yeah, that's Prophecy. Again, I feel like I probably missed a lot of shit, but I just cannot be bothered to remember. Oh, light level stuff. Don't worry about grinding your light level. You have 6 months, I guess 5 months to fucking do whatever to reach. I guess 1345 if you want to do Grandmasters open up on October 5th. But again, from that date, you still probably have like 4 months to do whatever the fuck you want. I do not grind. I literally play how I want to play. I do the only pinnacle activities I do are like prophecy, maybe some strikes, presage, right? And I'm at 1327. So yeah, I don't play this game super hard, and I'm already at this. The cap for your gear is 1330, and then obviously your light level goes up. Master level is 1350. I think GMs you need to be 1345. So again, don't grow. The seasons are not the time to come back and grind hard. You're going to burn yourself out because there's nothing to do outside of just like the seasonal story that takes like 30 fucking minutes. I think I already talked about the exotic, the scepter, how this is all busy work. I think I already mentioned that. Already mentioned the guns. Already mentioned, yeah. I already mentioned the story. Already talked about Trials for a little bit. I think hopefully I mentioned the servant leader and punching. I know I mentioned punching out. Servant leader is basically like Randy's throwing knife 2.0. It comes from Gambit. It's a rapid fire. Scout has a really clean sight, so if you want one of those, you should get it. It's pretty nice. And yeah, I think that's everything. Hopefully my audio hasn't been bugging out this entire time. But yeah, so far season not so bad. You can really feel the whole entire drip feed content model though, and it kind of blows. But if you want to play some Destiny, like you want something to, at least if you want a reason to log on at least every Tuesday, I guess this is for you. But if you're waiting to come back to Destiny, I'd say wait until Witch Queen. Like some of the guns here are good, but it's not like I don't think you're missing out. Like if you don't have a Wolf Tone draw, I don't think it's the end of the world or something. You know what I mean? Anyways, oh wait, almost forgot to mention the fucking artifact. Holy shit, I forgot to mention this in all my other videos. This artifact is probably the most like. The only reason why I don't like this seasonal artifact is the only anti-barrier mod is auto rifle. So you have to use Ariana as well if you want long range anti-barrier or a high impact auto, but even then that's kind of iffy. Granted, a lot of the content that we have right now, there's not a lot of barrier champions because there's Taken champions and Scorn champions, which don't have any barrier variants. So I guess that's why they don't want to have anti-barrier auto rifle. But I do know of some Nightfalls that are in the game that will be GMs that have anti-barriers, and it'll be really annoying to have to use an auto rifle if the Glasseye becomes a fucking if the Glasseye becomes a fucking Nightfall. So yeah, that sucks. We have like 3 fucking unstoppable mods. Sorry, four. Four. No, no, sorry, three. That's Overload Blade. That's just something, but that's a nice touch they added this early too. Overload Bow is obviously always a win. Uh, Unstoppable Pulse, that's fine. Unstoppable Sidearm, whatever. Passive Guard's a great mod. Again, I think someone said this was 50% damage reduction, which is like the same as Protective Light, which is crazy. This good for just using fusion rifles because deconstruct, particle deconstruction is busted as shit. It makes every fusion rifle good at damage, like really good at damage. Like I was going around using 1K Cartesian coordinate. My threaded needle has like frenzy and clown cartridge, so very good mod. I recommend you use this. Also, it works with Vex. Vex is very very good. Probably overpowered, I guess. I know people don't like saying that word, but I don't care. I like Vex. It's nice. I don't use it that much, but I think it's good. They buffed the hell out of it. Like I think that's like one of the most substantial buffs I've ever seen a gun get. Like I know Xenophage got 50% damage, but it didn't get like a fire rate increase and a stability and a range increase too. Like Vex this season is the shit. Probably gonna get nerfed. Maybe we'll see once particle deconstruction goes away. Probably it definitely won't be as strong, but we'll see. Withering Heat, great mod. This is a really good mod because I play Bottom Tree Sunbreaker, and this is a really good debuff to have. Um, then you got your Unstoppable Fusion. You have Resonant Siphon. None of the Thermoclastic Strike can be very useful too if you're using like a range melee, like a knife or a hammer. Or Celestial Fire. This can be really good. Um, there's these well mods that can be really because this season they buffed the hell out of Elemental Wells because they nerfed Warmind cells and they seem really good. And with the Agar Scepter, with the Catalyst, this actually might be something you want to spec for because you can use when you pick up wells, you can get like Font and Wisdom and max out your Intellect stat and all this other stuff. So yeah, the seasonal artifact isn't the worst. I'm just really annoyed that it's only anti-barrier auto. That really annoys me. Again, I will always credit my friend for saying this, and he said that he finds it funny that they buff scouts and hand cannons, but you can't use them in the end game stuff because they're not on the artifact. Because no one was complaining about hand cannons and scouts and like strikes or just normal activities. The issue came up when it came to Nightfalls and higher and stuff like the Rage, where they just didn't feel as good as just using something else. So now you can't really use them. Like I mean, you can still use them, but not in Vault of Glass because that's champions. For the most part, you can't, there's no overload hand cannon or scout. So, that's really, I guess that should be everything. Also, vault space. People have been complaining about vault space. Obviously, you'd be like, oh, you're one of those people. Yeah, I would be one of those people. If you look, like, a majority of my shit is sunset that I cannot bear to let go. So, honestly, you could really clean out your vault if there's stuff that you don't really want to use. I'm just a hoarder. I like hoarding all this stuff. I think Destiny's biggest issue is that since this is always a changing game, you want to hold on to certain rules or certain weapons because they might just become god tier overnight because of certain buffs and stuff. So you never know. Because like for instance, 120 hand like I kept my 110. I haven't used these in a long time, but I kept my 110s because I liked them and they became super meta in Crucible. It's like, oh look, I paid off for holding on to my hand cannons. So yeah, it's it and having more vault space would be nice, but honestly, I could clean this out and like delete all this stuff if I really wanted to. I can't. I really like this stuff, so it's hard for me to. That really should be the last thing. Oh, fusion rifle changes. I think I already mentioned, but high impact suck. Rapid fires are the way to go. Linear fusions are good. Also, this thing. I don't understand why this exists. Every time Bungie seems to have some like semblance of balance or things going, they throw a fucking wrench like Radiant Dance or this fucking piece of shit. Fucking, it's literally just like, oh my god, this thing is so annoying to fight in Crucible right now. It is actually cancer. Uh, it's good. It's good in PvE. It's cancer PvP. So yeah, this might get nerfed. I find it funny that it has the exact same thing that they nerfed Arbos for, which is the stupid ass aim assist that all linear fusion rifles have. Like I was using Reed Regrets and Trials the other day. I hit someone in like the fucking shoulder and it counted as a headshot. Like I don't know why linear fusions have retard. I don't know why this game has such high aim assist. They should just start nerfing down the aim assist. I know I play on console. Oh my god, I can't. But still, even like it's really this aim assist thing must be fucking almost max because this thing hits shots and it's really annoying to fight against. Okay, one last tangent. It's like with snipers. Like people keep saying, increase sniper flinch yada yada. You can if you want. We can go back to Destiny 1, or you can nerf the aim assist because when you shoot at someone, you flinch and that reticle veers off. It's the aim assist that allows that fucking bolt to curve back into your skull. Not because you did flinch them off. It's just the aim assist is so strong it curves right back. Why do you think the included finality that max range aggressive frame sniper can fucking just like get free head like it feels like free headshots, Um, or why do you think a lot of snipers run targeting adjuster on their sniper to get the free headshots even though they like shouldn't get them? Anyways, that is my last tangent. Thanks for watching. I probably forgot something, but whatever. And yeah, bye.